All right, shalom, 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 Israel. It's your brother Yaakov back again with another round. And today we are going to talk about the titles to be on the screen. Role of an Israelite woman, wife. A role of an Israelite wife. And see, what's prompting this video is our Hebrew Israelite women. Now, they got this false idea that I'm just going to say it. They don't know how to be a wife. And what I mean by that is they wasn't taught to be a wife. They wasn't taught to by their mothers and grandmothers how to be a wife to a husband. And like I said, what's prompting this video is, like I said, whenever I come live with y'all, I hear something that strike a nerve, and I said, okay, let me just make a video about this because, like I say, it's a lot of wisdom. And so I did a little study to talk about this topic today, and you will be warned. Uh, it's going to be triggering. A lot of y'all women not going to agree with this. A lot of y'all women will not agree with the Bible, and that's because the religion of Christianity has fed y'all a false image of what a wife is. They told y'all what y'all can do and what y'all can't do, but it's not according to scriptures. It's not according to the Most High. Yeah. These same women say they love God. They worship the ground. They worship Him and the Son, Yahweh. These same women say, they believe in the Bible, but when you pull out what the Bible actually says, it's non-existent. They don't agree with what the scriptures say. And so today, like I say, I'm gonna go through the scriptures and show you the role of a wife according to the Most High, using the Most High's word through what Moses said and through what Paul said. I'm just going to stick with the law and what Paul said because, see, Christianity believes Paul is their God. They don't care about what the Most High say. They don't care about what the Messiah said. They only care about what Paul says. So even Paul shows you what a wife is and what are the duties of a woman and what is expected of a woman. All right, so hopefully through the Most High and the Spirit, y'all don't take what I'm saying as because I've been told I be saying the right stuff. It's just my delivery is too strong. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am a man of Yah, a real man of Yah. The Most High is a man of war. All right. Let me show you what he said. Let me show you what he said. I think I'm gonna use this one today. Okay. Share my screen and then let me pick my banner. Let's make sure that's right. Okay, so check this out. Let me take that banner down. So Exodus 15, verse 3. The Lord, Yahweh, is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. Yahweh, he is a man of war. So right there is going to be a dagger in the gut. So no, he is not a woman. He is not a female. He does not have women traits. He has a body and he has the male sexual organs, if you want to put it that way. He is a man. He has a beard. He has a chest. He does not have breasts. The Lord Yahweh is a man. And when what he says goes. So he laid down the law. He laid down the foundations. And we talking about wives and understand what a wife is. A wife is not going down to the county clerk courthouse and going into a contract with the state of Texas or whatever state you in, whether it's California, Michigan, whatever state. That's what marriage is according to the United States, is you go into a contract, a three-party contract with a man, a woman, and the state that you're in. That is not biblical marriage. I don't care what nobody tell you. I don't care what your pastors tell you. I don't care what your grandmothers tell you. What does the Most High say marriage is? And he did not say go to your state and make a contract. Matter of fact, you got to get a license to be married in any state. Now let's see what is a license. First, let's figure that out. See, because today I'm going to show you some things that you ain't going to hear, in church, in Christianity. You will not hear this. And understand something. My beef is not with the Israelites that are trapped in Christianity. My beef is with Christianity itself, because from a young lad, I've been lied to. I've been taught things about this Bible that was never true. And my beef is, now that I know the truth, I'm coming against anybody and everybody that ever lied to me about this Bible. They caused me to walk in error all these years. And now, as a 32-year-old man, I'm walking in the ways of the Most High. And nobody, and I do mean nobody, will ever stop that again. Nobody. Now, I know I'm getting a little heated. It's because when I get on this, whenever I'm talking about a passage, I'm very passionate on what I'm talking about. Let me show you something. What's this? Yeah, Isaiah chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not. So my voice is loud. I'm going to say this stuff loud. Spare not. Don't spare nobody's feelings. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Speak loud and show my people their transgressions and the house of Jacob their sins. His people are the house of Jacob. Now, I'm tired of having to keep going through this. At this moment in time, I have given up trying to show my people that's near to me who they are according to the Bible. I have given up trying to persuade the people that are close to me that we are the people of the book. You don't want to hear it? That's it. I'm done with it. So I am no longer. So my mission is to go further out, expand my horizon, expand my scope. That's why I'm on TikTok now. That's why I'm on YouTube. I put my lessons on Facebook. I'm not going to put this lesson on Facebook because 99% of the people that's friends on Facebook are women. So I don't even want to put that out there on Facebook, but they can't come to YouTube. And because I don't want to get censored over there. So they can't come to YouTube and listen to what I'm going to say. I'm going to try to not use vulgar in my speech, because you can catch more bees with honey. So I'm gonna try to stay sweet, but I'm gonna be firm like a man's supposed to. I'm not all this feminism crap that's in America today. See, America has enabled our Israelite women to be what you will call in today's world thoughts, whether they believe it or not, according to the Bible. What I don't want to get ahead of myself, but a license. That's what I was on. Let's go to Google. Let's figure out what a license is. A license, a permit or permission from an authority to use, to own or use something, to do a particular thing. Grant a license to permit the use of something or allow an activity to take place. So when you go down to the courthouse to get a marriage license, you are asking the state that you reside in for permission to get married. That is not biblical. That is not biblical. So when I say the role of a wife, if a man and a woman come together and say, I'm going to be with you, you're going to be with me, they make an agreement together, it's not shacking up. That's the Christian church. Christianity has done a number on our people. If a man and a woman decide they're going to be together and the man is going to take care of the woman and they're going to be in a committed relationship, and then they go and consummate their relationship, which means to have sex, they are married by the standards of the Most High. You know what? Let's go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and get that. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and start the lesson. I think I ran it enough. So let's go to Genesis 2. And let's go down. Okay, let's start at 22. Well, 21. And the Lord, okay, I'm gonna use the English words that's written here for the sake of understanding what I'm saying. But we all need to know that the Most High's name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahweh Shah. But I'm gonna use these English translations or English words so we don't get confused. Okay, Genesis 2 and 21. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. That's the first instant in the Bible of a wife. A man and a woman coming together. A man and a woman that comes together. That is not going to the courthouse asking for permission. That is not going to the church and having a whole ceremony in front of a bunch of people, spending all this excess money. That's all for show. That is traditions of men. What did the Messiah say? He said, what was that? Matthew 15. What did the Messiah say? This was they was talking about washing hands. The Pharisees said, Why do the disciples, let me use the red letter. It said, this is Matthew 15 and 2. Why do the disciples transgress the traditions of the elders? For they wash not their hands when they eat bread. But he answered and said, Yahweh Shah, who the world called Jesus Christ, why do ye also transgress the commandment of God by your tradition? What does that mean? You going against what the Most High say and doing what the traditions of the world say, or what America say, or what the state you live in say, or what your family say. These are all traditions of men. The Most High said when a man and a woman come together and they have sex, they consummate the marriage, they are married. That is husband and wife. You don't see Adam and Eve going to a pastor or going to a courthouse to get a license. No, that is not biblical. What does the next chapter say? Let's see what the next chapter say. Okay, nope, it'll be 4. And Adam knew his wife, which means they had sex. Adam knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain. So when he had sex with her, that consummated their marriage. That was signing on the dotted line. That was the to seal the deal. That was marriage. And there's other places. Anytime I don't want to make this video too long, so let's keep going. So I already showed you what marriage is. Now let's go back to Genesis 2. Let's see. 3. The Most High gave the he gave the role of a wife in the 3rd chapter of the Bible. Genesis, the 3rd chapter in Genesis, the first book of the Bible. He gave the woman her role, the wife her role. And unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply. This is Genesis 3 and 16. And to the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. This is the kicker. And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Women, wives, the only thing you should care about is your husband. Let's see what the word desire means, because some of y'all won't get it. Some of y'all just will not get it. You go to the traditions of men and you go ask these people that don't know the Bible or don't even understand the Bible, what's the role of a woman or what does the Bible say? But You transgress the Most High's law. He said, your desire, woman, is to be towards thy husband. What is this? Thy desire. Let's read. Let's see what this word is.
Strong's H 8669. Teshuka. Teshuka.
This word means desire, longing, craving of a man, of man for a woman. Now, but the Most High didn't tell us to desire our women. He said for the desire of the woman should be towards her husband. That is it. That is your number one. Your number one role as a wife is to desire your husband. I don't care what nobody else say. All of your desires should be towards your husband. That is it. And thy desire, the woman, the wife, should be towards that. Now, the Most High did not say you can go desire your first man or the first man you have sex with, break up with him, go have sex with another man, desire him, break up with him, go have sex with another man. See, according to the Bible, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but according to the Bible has a word for people for women like this. The Bible have a word. Anybody that has had, any woman that has had more than one sex partner, the Bible has a word for you. You don't want to hear that. But see, this is what the Most High said. These are the words of the Most High. Let me show you something. So you don't understand. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 1. Hebrews 1:1. God, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days spoken unto us. And you know what? We're not even in the last days. This is the part that I wanted. Spoken to us by the prophets. Moses wrote Genesis. Moses spoke to us by the Most High spoke to us through Moses in the first 5 books of the Bible. Let's go back to it. Let's go back. Okay. So, woman, wives, your desire shall be to thy husband. That's singular. You don't get to have more than one husband because this one didn't work out, that one didn't work out. That's why you see all of our women with multiple baby daddies now. This is not how the Most High designed. Listen, the woman was designed to only have one husband, unless that husband died. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Come on, let's stay in order. Women of Israel. I don't care about no other nation. This book don't have nothing to do with no other nation. Women of Israel, you people that look like me, of my flesh, your desire shall be to thy husband. And if you don't have a husband, and he is not ruling, you don't have a husband to rule over you, the person that's to be ruling over you is your father. Your father gives you away to your husband. That means all the authority that your father had, he no longer have. How is this too hard for women to understand? See, like I said, you got this fairy tale, watered down Christianity version of marriage, which is it is not rooted in the Bible. When you get married and then they telling you the vows and all that stuff it don't even come out the Bible. That's something that somebody else wrote. It's not biblical. It is not biblical. Let's keep going. Genesis 3:16, the second half. And thy desire unto the woman, he said, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. What does rule mean? Because see, you women want to think and believe that can't no man tell you what to do. That is not what the Most High said. Let me tell you something. Well, I'm gonna get there. Let's keep going. What does rule mean? Let's see. What is rule? He shall rule over thee. Masah. Let's see what it say.
Strong's H 4910. Mashal. Mashal.
What does this mean? It means to rule, have dominion, reign. To rule, have dominion, to cause to rule, to exercise dominion. So women, the Most High just said that your husband is to have dominion over you. He is to reign over you. He is to rule over you. But you don't want to hear that. You can't. You want to say, ain't no man finna run me. Ain't no man finna rule over me. No, you are in subordinate to your husband. You are a subordinate to your husband. I'm not saying you're a child, but your husband rules over you according to the words of the Most High that you claim loves you or loves you, that you claim you love. You claim you love the Most High. You claim that the word of the Most High is good, but you don't want to follow the words of the Most High. You only want to follow it when it benefits you. But when it's telling you the order of things, you don't want to hear that. And through all my years, it's been the same thing. I've had these women that don't want to be ruled over, I mean, I've never experienced, while I was in the truth, rulership or dominion like this. I've never done it. And see, this cuts women, because now women gonna have a problem. And I'm starting to see something. People's problem is not with me because I speak what the words say. Their problem is with the Bible. See, they don't like what the Bible say. So since they don't like what the Bible say, you can't get mad at the Most High, so you get mad at me. But you're not really mad at me. I'm just telling you what the book say. The book says, husband shall rule over wife, have dominion, reign. A king reigns over people. A king has dominion over people. A king rule over people. The Most High said we are a kingdom of kings and priests. Israelites, Israelite men, and we are to rule over our wives. And understand, I said wives, plural. All of our fathers in the Bible all had multiple wives. It's just today in America, it's frowned upon. But the Most High ain't against it. The Most High ordained it. Let me show you that. No, I don't even want to get off topic. Let's see. What's my next verse? Let me go back. Now I want to see something. Now, the Most High. Let's go back to 2. The Most High told Adam. Let's see. What did he tell Adam? Okay, bear with me. And out of there, the Lord caused to go to the tree and put into sight, and good for food. Okay, here it is. Genesis 2:16. And the Lord, right here. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, of every tree in the garden thou mayest eat freely, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. For in that day thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. The Most High told this to the man, Adam. He did not tell the woman this. He told the man this. That's important. Why is it important? Because when we go over to 3, it starts off with the serpent tempting Eve. Now, since the Most High didn't tell Eve this, he told Moses not to eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. He didn't tell the woman, which means if she knew about it, Adam told her not to eat of the tree that's in the midst of the garden with the knowledge of good and evil. Adam told her. The first thing that Adam told her was to not eat of the tree in the midst of the garden of the knowledge of good and evil. She disobeyed the one command that her husband gave her. The one command. That is why the Most High said men are to rule over their wives, because you couldn't even follow one order. Just like today, our women are out of order. I have not met a woman that will submit to her man according to the Bible. Women like to backtalk men. They want to come against a man, knowing they're the weaker vessel. Knowing, okay, calm down. Let's keep going. I don't want to get too excited. All right, we ran over Genesis 3:16. So let's go ahead and go to Leviticus. I understand we stand in the law for right now. I told you Moses and Paul. We're gonna go from the New Testament to the from the Old Testament to the New Testament. 21. Let's see. Okay, and this is another thing. So in today's world, it is not frowned upon for a woman not to be a virgin. It is not frowned upon. That's okay. In all my years, I've never met one. I've never met a virgin. Never. That was, up to age. That was around my age. So when I was 14, I never met a virgin. Owned up, never met a virgin. So let's talk about what the Most High. See, according to the Bible, 99% of you women in America today would have been, Israelite women would have been stoned to death. According to the Bible, none of you were virgins. None of you are virgins, and maybe 90% of you are not with the first man you ever slept with. All of y'all will be put to death. So let's just go over that now. Okay. Okay, so right here, okay, so these first few verses is for the Aaron. It's for Moses, the priest, the sons of Aaron. These are for all Aaron's sons. They shall not take a wife that is a whore or profane, neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto Yahweh, unto God. What is it saying? That Aaron's son could not be with somebody that was not a virgin. The Most High did not play that. He did not play with women that were defiled. And when I say defiled, you weren't a virgin and you weren't married. So if you're not a virgin and you're not married, you are no good to a man, according to the Most High. That's why he put these laws in here. But the Christian church tell you the Old Testament is done away with. You can go be promiscuous. You can go have fun. You can go show your body to every man. You can be on the internet shaking your ass in front of the world to see, for the world to see. That is not what the Most High wanted for his people. And it's going to be a judgment for that. It's going to be a judgment. But let's keep going. And I already know 99% of the women probably turned this video off, whoever see it. But the men, you need to see this and be able to tell your wife this or show your wife this stuff, because it's in the book. It's in the book. Let's keep going down. Check this out. See, some of y'all don't know if y'all daughters of a priest. Some of y'all don't know, but it says, if she profaned herself by playing the whore, she profaned her father and shall be burnt with fire. So if you were a whore, 99%, okay, let's just say 90% of you women in America are whores according to the Bible, and you would have been burned to death by fire. The Most High, this is what the Most High said. This is what the God you claim you love, this is what he said. But see, this is only for the daughters of the priest, of any priest. So this is only for the sons of Aaron. So you wouldn't have been, so if you wasn't a son of Aaron, a daughter of Aaron, you wouldn't be burnt with fire. So I would say, you daughters of Aaron, you would be burned with fire while you were alive. You will be burnt alive if you was not a virgin. If you played the whore, if you had sex before you were married, you were considered a whore in the Bible. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, a widow or a divorced woman or profane or a harlot, which is the same thing as a whore. Matter of fact, yeah, whatever. Let's keep going. Whore. These shall he not take, but he shall take a virgin of his own people to wife. Still talking about the let's see, the high priest. Now we're talking about the high priest, which is Aaron's sons. So he had to take a virgin. 90% of you women in America, you would have been put to death, burnt with fire. But see, y'all don't, you women today do not care about this part of the Bible. No, that's Old Testament. You let these Christianity preachers and pastors and teachers teach you and lie to you that the Old Testament is done away with. But this is the law. This is how the Most High ran his people. This is why the other nations hated us, because we had our own Elohim, our own God, with our own holy laws. These were holy laws. And if you were not a virgin, you were destined to die. Let's put it that way. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, that's all with them. Now let's go to the next one. Deuteronomy 22. Let's check that out. Okay. Let's see. Deuteronomy 22. Let's go down to 13. Laws of morality. Here it is. Okay, so for you daughters of the high priest Aaron, this is for you. And you don't know who you are now, so we're going to call everybody. This is for every woman today. If any man take a wife and go unto her and hate her. Now, why is it saying if a man takes a wife and go into her and hate? Because he found out she wasn't a virgin. If a man takes a wife and find out she wasn't a virgin, this is what this is talking about. Let's keep going. Let's start at Deuteronomy 22 and 13. If any man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her and give occasion speech against her and bring up an evil name upon her and say, I took this woman, and when I came into her, I found her not a maid. See what that is. That's not a virgin, but let's see what it means. Not a maid, not a maid. Don't take my word for it. What does the book say?
Strong's H 1331. Bethulim.
What does that mean? Virginity. She wasn't a virgin. That means she had sex with somebody else. But let's see. Masculine plural noun, collective as like virginity, by implication of concrete, the tokens of it made virginity. So she wasn't a virgin. Let's see. Where is it? All right. Right here. Let's start at 22. Let me start over. 22. This is Deuteronomy 22, chapter 13. We're going to read it on down. If any man take a wife and go in unto her and hate her and give occasions of speech against her and bring up an evil name upon her and say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid, not a virgin. Check this out. Verse 15. Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take and bring forth the token of the damsel's virginity unto the elders of the city of the gate. So in our ancient culture, we had to pay the price for a virgin. So we had to pay the price to wife a virgin. These are the tokens that they're speaking of. And the damsel father shall say unto the elders, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hated her. And lo, he had given occasions of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid, a virgin, and yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity. and they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city. And the elders of the city shall take that man and chasten him. And they shall immerse hid in 100 shekels of silver and give them unto the father of the damsel, because he hath brought up an evil name upon a virgin of Israel. This is if she was a virgin. And she shall be his wife and may not put her away all his days. So what is this saying? That if they find out that this man was lying, they going to chasten him. And then he got to pay 100 shekels of silver to the father. And then he has to marry this woman or be her husband, and he can never divorce her all the days of his life. Why? Because no man wants a woman that is not a virgin in those times. According to the Most High, this was the ways of the Most High. If a woman was not a virgin, she was not worthy to be a wife to a new man or to a man. No man wanted a woman that wasn't a virgin. Verse 20, but if this be true, and the tokens of virginity be not found for the damsel, then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house. Listen, women, listen. This is Deuteronomy chapter 20, verse 22. Now, this is what would happen if they found out that the man was lying. But if they found out that what he was saying is true. But wait a minute, let me see what this token of virgin is, because I might have misquoted what that was. Let me see. They don't even have a word for it. Okay, so let's leave it alone. Verse 22. Verse 20, Deuteronomy 22, verse 20. But if this thing be true, and the token of virginity be not found for the damsel, then shall, verse 21, then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of the father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her with stones that she die, because she hath wrought folly in Israel, to play the whore in her father's house. So shalt thou put evil away from among you. What is this saying? That if a man took you to wife and he thought you was a virgin, and it turns out that you was not a virgin, you will be stoned to death by the men of the city. You Israelite women that play the harlot now. And see, it's going to be a judgment because you're sinning. You are sinning and you don't even know it. The wages of sin is death. Now, you may come up with herpes. You could come up with AIDS. You can come up with anything. You will be judged for it. But ultimately, you'll be put to death for it. The wages of sin is death. Let's keep going. Deuteronomy 22, verse 22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband. So all you women out there that glorify sleeping around on your husband, cheating on your husband, whatever you want to call it. A married woman is a married woman. Adultery is defined according to I'm gonna get you the definition of it, but let's keep going. If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then shall both of them die according to the Most High. The Most High does not play with you adulterous men and women. And you know what? In the past, I've been guilty. So according to this law, I would have been dead today had it not been for the mercy of the Most High, for the grace of the Most High. But I've repented from that sin. I turned back towards the law. Repent means to turn back to the ways of the Most High, to turn back to his law, statutes, and commandments. This is a law. You will die. Both of you will die. Let's keep reading. Deuteronomy 22, verse 22. If a man, this is the definition of adultery, but I'm going to pull up the definition for it in a minute. This is adultery. Adultery is, okay, let me keep going. If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then they shall both of them die. Both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shall thou put away evil from Israel. So in Israel, it was hardly. I'm picturing it was hardly none of this going on. You do not step to another man's woman when you were in Israel. And when we get back to the kingdom, when the kingdom is on earth, this law will be back implemented. This law, there will be no more mercy. There will be no more grace. You commit this sin, you die. But nobody will be sinning in the, well, none of the Israelites should be sinning because the law is going to be written in our hearts. But let's keep going. Deuteronomy 22, verse 23. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of the city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. So what is this saying? If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed to a husband, so if you engage to a man and a man find her in the city and lie with her, y'all both gonna die. So if you was engaged and you slept around on him, you died. If you was married to a man and you slept around on him, you died. The Most High did not play with you adulterous women. On TikTok, Facebook, all I see now is adulterous. This is an adulterous generation. This is the worst generation for this adultery. Even just 40, 50 years ago, this wasn't going on like this. This was not going on like this. This is this new age stuff. Starting around maybe the 70s up until now. It's this new age stuff that it's glorified. Being a hoe in today's world is glorified. You slept with how many men? You will not find a woman that has said she has only slept with one man. You will not find a woman, let alone a virgin. You just ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna happen. Let's keep going. Okay, right here. Okay, let's start back at 23. If a damsel that is a virgin be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lie with her, then ye shall bring them both out unto the gate of that city, and ye shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because she cried not. So if a woman is being raped and she don't cry for help, she's gonna be put to death for it. Being in the city, and the man, because he had humbled his neighbor's wife, his brother's wife, his Israelite brother's wife, so they shall be put evil away from among you. So if a woman is claiming to be raped, but she don't cry out for help, they both gonna be put to death. The Most High did not play. He does not play because he don't change. Malachi 3 and 6, for the Most High does not change. He does not change. 22 and 25. Deuteronomy 22, verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. But until, okay, so what it's saying that if you in a city and it happened with a lot of people around and you don't cry, y'all both gonna die automatically. The Most High ain't gonna play that. He's not gonna play that. That means you either wanted it or you liked it or you set it up. The Most High is not dumb. The Most High is full of wisdom. So you women can play that game all you want. But now it says, but if a man finds a betrothed damsel, a engaged woman in the field where there's not a lot of people around, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die. Read 26. But until the damsel, thou shalt do nothing. There is in but until the damsel, thou shalt. This is if a man rape a woman somewhere with nobody around, then she wouldn't die. 26. But until the damsel, thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin worthy of death. For as when a man rises against his neighbor and slayeth him, even so is this matter. So what is it saying? That for as when a man rises against his neighbor and slay him, even so is this matter. So what this sounds like to me, as she is not in trouble because she was powerless. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried, and there was none to save her. Yeah, so if you don't cry out in the field, but nobody to save you. So that's what they're saying. So that's basically if you're getting raped and you screaming for help, but nobody can hear you. Nobody helps you. 28. Deuteronomy 22, verse 28. If a man finds a damsel that is a virgin, you notice it keeps saying if, because the Most High knew in the future you will not be able to find a virgin. But if you do, if a man finds a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay with her and lie with her, and they be found, then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel father 50 shekels of silver, and shall be his wife, because he have humbled her, and he may not put her away all the days of away all his days, because a man that nobody wants a non-virgin woman. That was frowned upon. You had to be the lowest of the low to want to accept something like that back in these days. Now, let's go to the next section. Let's see, what's where we're going now? Deuteronomy chapter 24. So we're going over 2 chapters. Now, this is the law of divorce. This is the law of divorce. When, Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 1. When a man hath taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she finds no favor in his eyes, because he has found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send her out of his house. So, women, it says 80% of the women divorces their men. 80% of the women divorce the men. That is unbiblical. That is not lawful. You will be punished for this. I don't care what your pastor say. I don't care what the court say. The Most High said only a man can divorce his wife. A woman does not have that power, according to the Most High. Now, you can take that for how you want to take it. You can be mad at me. You can be mad at the Most High. I don't care. I'm not here to spare your feelings. I'm giving you what the word say and how the word say, and I don't care about no feelings. Let's keep going. When a man has taken a wife and married her, so a woman can't take a man husband. A man has to choose. It's a man's choice. But now women think that they the prize and that they the catch and that you need to court them. No, that's not the way it goes. Your desire is to your husband. He shall rule over his wife. That is what the Bible say. That is what the Most High say. Let's keep going. 24 and 2. Deuteronomy 24, verse 2. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. That is the only way that a woman can be free of her husband, except if he died. But we're not there yet. If you get a bill of divorcement from your husband, you can go be another man's wife if he chooses to have you. But check this out. The Most High he put laws in place for every situation. Check this out. And if the latter husband hate her, so that means if you go to another man and he hates you, and write her a bill of divorcement and give it to her in her hand and send her out of his house, it's always his house. Send her out of his house. Or if the latter husband die, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife. After that, she is defiled. So what is it saying? That if a man divorce his wife and she go have sex with another man, the first man cannot take her back because she is defiled. That is an abomination before the Lord. And thou shalt not cause the land to sin. It is a sin to take a woman back that you divorced. So all these divorced and remarried to the same person, that is, well, let me slow down. if she went with another man and had sex with another man, you cannot take her back. I've been guilty of this. I have sinned according to this. I have taken a woman back that I've gave a bill of divorcement to and laid with her again. I defiled myself for this. That was an abomination to the Most High. I admit my sins. But you women won't do that. No, when the Bible come out, you women get quiet. Deuteronomy 24, verse 5. It says, when a man hath taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war. Okay, we don't even need to go there. Don't even worry about that. That ain't even got nothing to do with it. Let's go to the next section. Let's go to, okay, now we done with the Old Testament. Well, so-called Old Testament. We done with the law of the Most High. We are done with the laws of the Most High. Now, let's go. And these laws were only given to Israelites. So I only expect Israelite men and women to keep these laws. I don't care for the other people. They are not my concern. They are not my people. This message is not to them. 53 minutes. All right, let's keep going. Let's go to Romans chapter 7. Let's go to Romans chapter 7. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind what the Most High said, that the woman's desire is to her husband. That is it. You obey your husband. He is to rule over you. When somebody is ruling over you, that means you obey your ruler. It's common sense. Well, let's start at 7. Romans chapter 7, verse 1. This is Paul speaking. Know ye not, brethren. Paul is talking to his brethren. For I speak to them that know the law. So Paul is talking to people that know the law. The law was only given to the Israelites. So he is speaking to Israelites. He is not speaking to so-called Gentiles, other nations. All right. Romans chapter 7, verse 1. Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law has dominion over a man as long as he liveth. There's a reason why I read that. This is twofold. We need to keep the law. Israelite men, we still have to keep the law. But Paul gave this analogy. For the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law of her husband, so long as he liveth. What does that mean? As long as you have a husband, you are bound to his law. What is some of his laws? You don't mess over me. You don't talk to no other men. Whatever your husband prescribed for you, that is his law. And as a woman, as a wife, you are bound to the laws of your husband. Don't care what it is. Whatever your husband says, that is law, according to the Most High. You do what your husband say. That is it. Let's keep going. But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. So once your husband dies, you don't have to keep your husband's laws. You don't have to keep it. Romans 7:3. So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, listen, she shall be called an adulteress. And we already know what happens to adulteress. You and that man should be put to death. And this if he didn't give you a bill of divorcement. If you lay with another man and you have a husband, you shall be put to death. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law. So then, she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. And we don't even got to go into this. I just want to get this analogy that Paul put in. Because, see, the Most High has order. The Most High has order. He has order, and you Israelites need to follow it. 1 Corinthians. Okay, let's see. 1 Corinthians, let the husband render. Okay, I saw this one, and I wanted to go ahead and put this out. Okay, so First Corinthians 7:1. Now concerning the things wherefore ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Now, this is Paul speaking to the Corinthians because of the laws of the of the uh, of the Greeks. This was not Hebrew laws they were following. The Hebrew men, according to the Most High, can have as many wives as they wanted. They could have had as many concubines as they wanted. But since the people that Paul was writing to, it was in their law, the Greeks, the Corinthians, they had to have one. Just like in America, they do not endorse polygamy. Just like America. Well, let's see. Let the husband render unto his wife due benevolence. That means to be kind. And likewise unto the wife, unto the husband. So all these women that want to raise up against their husbands and act like you're going to lay hands on them and your God, Paul, forbids that. Paul forbid it. 1 Corinthians 7:4. The wife hath not power of her own body, but the husband. And likewise, also the husband hath not power over his own body, but the wife. Defraud ye not one another, except it be with consent for a time, that you may give yourselves to fasting and prayer and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency. But I speak this by permission and not of a commandment. So Paul is speaking of himself. This is not a commandment. That's why I say all this stuff that Paul is saying is of himself. This is not law. Let's see. I'm married widows is good, not clean. Until I'm married, I command. Yet not out of the law. Here's another thing. 1 Corinthians 7:10. And until the married, I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband. But this is law. This is law, because he said, this is not of himself. This is of the Lord. 1 Corinthians 7, chapter 7, verse 11. And if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband. That word reconciled means to come back to her husband, to come back, to get back with her husband. And let not the husband put away his wife, not to divorce her again or divorce her. But this word reconcile, that's another thing, I'm not even going to go there today. But I speak, but to the rest, I, not the Lord, which means Paul can speak of himself. If any brother hath a wife that believe not the scriptures, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. So I'm in the truth. So I'm using myself as an example. I'm in the truth. And let's just say that my wife didn't agree with the truth of the Bible. I don't have to leave her. Likewise, if you got a woman that's not in the truth of the Most High's words and his scriptures, you don't have to put her away. You can stay with her. Verse 14. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean, but now are they holy. So the husband has the power to sanctify the wife and to make the children holy, and likewise. But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such cases, but God hath called us to peace. So what it's saying is, if my wife don't agree with what I'm saying, and not what I'm saying, but what the Bible's saying, she can leave. Let her leave. If you don't agree with what the book say, just go. Don't be mad at her. Let her go. That's what Paul is saying. Be peaceful. Don't cause no uprising. Don't cause no problem. Don't bring in no drama. If she unbelieving and don't want to depart, let her depart. You're not under bondage. But see, if we was married and we were both in the truth, you are under bondage. You are under rule as a woman. But if you're not in the truth, then go ahead and go. 1 Corinthians 7:16. For what knowest thou, O wife, whether thou shalt save thy husband? Or how knowest thou, O man, whether thou shalt save thy wife? But as God has distributed to every man, as the Lord hath called every one, so let him walk. So I ordain, and okay, we're not even gonna worry about this. We're not gonna worry about the rest of that. Let's keep going. We should be going to Ephesians. Now, this is gonna make a lot of women mad. I feel like it's gonna make a lot of women mad. Ephesians 5. Let's go down to 22. Marriage like Christ and the church. Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband, as unto the Lord. Who is your Lord? Supposedly Yahushua, who you call Jesus Christ. You are supposed to submit to your husband as you do Yahushua. What am I saying? The same way you will submit to Jesus Christ, the same way you will worship Jesus Christ, you submit yourself to your husband as it is Jesus Christ. That's what you do. That's your role. For the husband, 5:23. For the husband is the head of wife, even as Christ is head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. So Christ is over the church as the husband is head of the wife. It's over the wife. It's the same thing. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husband in everything. You are subject to me. You are in subjugation unto the husband. You do what your husband say, just like you would do if the Messiah tell me what to do. I'm going to do it. No questions asked. No questions asked. If he tell me to go jump off a cliff, I'm going to do it. No questions asked. But you wives, you like to back talk. You like to give lip. You like to say what you ain't going to do. You like to say, only my daddy tell me what to do. Well, check this out. Your daddy already gave you away. So that's not even an argument no more. That's not an argument. If you are a husband, if you are a wife, you are no longer the property of your fathers. You are the property of your husband, according to the Most High. But you don't believe what the Most High say. You don't care what the Most High say. These are the holy scriptures. If you don't agree with this, you don't agree with the Most High. If you disagree with even one line of this, you disagree with the Most High completely. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husband in everything. 5:25, husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church. Now, y'all ain't gonna argue with that. You women won't argue with that. And gave himself forward. Y'all wouldn't argue with that. What's that? I forgot to put that one down. me see. I forgot the verse. First Corinthians chapter 11. Okay. Let's see. Okay, right here. Okay, First Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, Yahushua, which means, women, Christ is not your head. You are subordinate to Christ, but your direct head is not the Messiah. There is a chain of command. It is not your direct head. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of woman is man, and the head of Christ is God, Yahweh. So what is it saying? Women, you do not have direct access to the Messiah. You have a chain of command. There is a chain of command. Woman, man, Yahushua, then Yahweh. I think I ended on that. Unless I can see something else. What else I need? I think I said enough. So with all that being said, Israel, it's been real. And this has been your brother Yaakov with another round. And I'll see you next time.